Okay, because here's the thing. I understand. You're saying you're fresh out of MAGA. You're saying that you're sorry for the people that you've hurt because of the way that you voted. You're saying that you were manipulated, lied to, believed in all the lies. Whatever the case is, right? And you want a purple revolution. Okay, I hear you. You've already heard us talk about you can't have a revolution without accountability, right? And part of that accountability has to do with the fact that we need to talk about the reason behind why y'all were so easily manipulated by that man. And it seems like y'all don't want to talk about that. Y'all just want to skippity hop over it and just say, I'm sorry, oopsie, and let's come together. I'm still going to be red, you still be blue, but hey, let's be purple for a little bit so we can get them out because now they're hurting us. That's what it sounds like to me. So since it seems like a lot of y'all want to just say that you were bamboozled, beguiled, and brainwashed, we're going to talk about why it is that you were able to be so easily manipulated. First and foremost, you were not brainwashed. You were validated. Full stop. Trump did not hypnotize you. He just gave your racism, your misogyny, and your fear of equity a microphone and a flag. He made you feel righteous in your hate. Trump did not put the hate in you. He harvested it. He spoke the language of your privilege and of your fears. He didn't teach you racism and he didn't teach you misogyny. He just told you it was safe and okay not to hide it. So no, you were not brainwashed, you were not beguiled, you were not bamboozled. You were comfortable. And now we're seeing you come out because it's no longer comfortable for you. That's not cult rehab. That's guilt management. Because y'all were comfortable ignoring the pain of others, ignoring our warnings, our screams, ignoring kids in cages, ignoring police brutality, ignoring lynchings, book bannings, abortion bans. Y'all were comfortable and silent. But now that that same system has turned on you, now you want a revolution. You didn't wake up because you saw the truth. And I wouldn't even say that you're fully awake yet. You simply woke up because the system you built turned on you. Now that y'all are feeling the pain of it, suddenly it's we're all in this together. No. You don't get to skip the truth part of the healing process. You don't get to try to start a revolution while also pretending that your same revolution was not built on the blood of our people. Oh, and then you want to talk about we'll make sure that somebody represents the marginalized community. We'll put them in one of our leadership roles. Huh? Y'all, white men, should not be leading anything. If anything, you need to put your money where your mouth is and fund women of color, black women, so that we can lead and do it because we know how. The problem is that you haven't given us a reason to trust and believe in your so-called revolution because you fail to hold the mirror up to yourselves and face the fact that y'all were not manipulated. You were made comfortable in your racism. And that is why we don't trust you. That is why this revolution seems more like, oh no, I'm affected now. Let's come together. Because some of us have been out here fighting for our lives while y'all were cheering on the people holding the whip. Accountability means facing the part of you that liked that power. The part of you that felt protected by the lie. Accountability means that you being manipulated required you already believing that your comfort mattered more than someone else's existence. If you really want a revolution, start by dismantling the racism that made you easy to manipulate in the first place. It's not revolution. It's just the same white redemption story in a new outfit. A purple one.
I'm going to show you in a minute and a half why I have a hard time trusting this purple revolution.
If you're a leftist, I have a strong fucking message for you.
Not that, that's fine. Stick with me though.
Hi, I'm Hunter Howell and I want to be your friend.
And yes, I know who Hunter is. I watched a lot of his streams over the last year, before the election when he was really rooting hard for our current president.
Now just because I lean right on some issues, we all can agree that our government is occupied by Israel, by AIPAC, by Netanyahu, by the IDF.
Yes, we can agree to that, and I think there were plenty of people talking about this even before the election.
And it's time for a change. And in order to make that change, we need what's called a purple revolution.
We're almost there. Hold on, you'll see.
We can go back to disagreements later.
What kind of differences, Hunter? What kind of differences are we talking about?
Petty differences aside.
And there it is. Petty differences. Now, when you say petty differences, what differences are you talking about exactly?
Some formal policy in regards to domestic issues.
Now, he didn't clarify which domestic issues he was talking about, but let's talk about a few domestic issues that we will simply not be able to disagree on and everything just be okay. Now, Hunter, I'm going to assume that you and me are alike in the fact that we are both white, straight males. But here's a few things. The LGBTQIA+ community deserves to be free and happy to love who they love, be who they are, and this includes gay people, trans people, the whole 9 yards. Women deserve to be free to make their own healthcare decisions and decisions about their body without input from you and me. People that are a different skin tone than us, they deserve to be treated with respect and have all the same freedoms that we have. Undocumented immigrants deserve to be treated with respect, given due process, and treated like they matter, like they're actual human beings. I could go on and on and on, but if those are what you call petty differences, those are not petty differences. Those are human rights. Those are morals that I can never compromise on. And this, and the way that that video and the way that he framed that, is why right now at this point, I don't trust this purple revolution. I would say sorry, not sorry, but respectfully, it's just not sorry because there's no compromise on human rights. And unless that's part of the revolution and part of this conversation, then there's really nothing we have to talk about.
Some of the MAGA men, especially the palm-colored men, have realized that they messed up, and now they have started begging for unity from all the communities to help them fix America, and they have come up with something called the Purple Revolution, whereby they will be bringing the Democrats and the Republicans together, because if you mix red and blue, automatically you'll have a purple. But you know what? Americans are saying that, well, enough is enough. We have had enough. By the time we're trying to warn you all about this mess that was coming your way, you refuse to listen, and now you are here begging for unity, and we are not ready for it. Especially the Black Americans say that they were fighting, they have been fighting for America for years, for decades, for centuries, and now they're sitting this one out because this like rage baiting them. They want the Black Americans to be at the forefront, to lead them in everything they are doing, but when it comes to electing a Black woman, they refuse to do so. So guys, I want us to watch this episode together. And have you heard anything about the Purple Revolution? Let me know in the comment section. Welcome back to Afrojudy. I really appreciate your massive love and support, and let's dive in straight away.
Comments is ain't nobody ready for unity in this country.
I want you to take a very good look at the hat and the jacket that you're wearing right now. No, seriously, just look down at it. Just look down at it. Okay? When are you personally, going to let go of this idea that you're a patriot? You understand that y'all have bastardized that word forever, right? Right? You do understand that. It is people such as yourself who took the word patriot to mean anybody that isn't on the left. Anybody who thinks about the Second Amendment more than they think about saving children. It was you that did this. You. And yet here you are, once again, completely missing the point as to why no one is ready for unity with you or anybody like you. Because you see, there can be no unity, none, until we talk about accountability. I want you to seriously think about what I'm about to ask you. I want you to put effort into thinking about this. When did you start having buyer's remorse? Simple question. When did you start having buyer's remorse? Was it when those actions hit you? People around you? Because it didn't hit you November 5th, 2024, did it? It did not. It didn't hit you November 6th, 2024, did it? No, it did not. You didn't want to start having unity conversations with anybody until the actions that you put in place affected you. And again, you can be honest. I'm just some guy on TikTok. That's all I am. So explain to me, how in the name of whatever God or deity you believe in, are you going to sit and try to bridge the divide between the left and the right when it didn't matter about that divide until it hit you personally? until something you wanted, something you had, something you lost, then made you realize how incredibly bad the mistake that you made was. You have yet, and trust me, I've looked at every one of your videos. You gave half-hearted apologies for your past MAGA relationship. You did. I saw the video, bro. So don't even try it. I saw the video. You gave half-hearted apologies, and yet you're still rocking that Patriot Man 1776 jacket. You were still trying to chastise people for not wanting to unify. You were chastising people for not believing in this quote-unquote purple revolution. Because it's hollow. It's meaningless. And do you know how I know this? The jacket. The jacket. This is more than just bridging a divide, sir. This is talking about the fundamental reason you would think, you personally, would think a man with no plans but a whole lot of really cool slogans was good enough to be president of the United States, and that it did not matter what he did. It did not matter the people that he hurt until it had touched you. You're not getting the unity pledge that you want because we see right through this. This is hollow. This is moissanite. It's fake as hell. Because you have yet to address the real problem, which is this. You never saw those on the other side as Americans. You saw us as the radical left. You saw us as the Antifa. You saw us as BLM. You saw us as baby killers. You saw us as shoving the trans agenda down your throat. I know this simply by your attire that you believe that. So explain to me, why would anybody that voted against this, anybody that voted for your best interest, why would anybody sit down with you? When are you going to address the underlying reason that you thought Donald Trump was a good president in the first place? Before you even think about purple, you need to deal with your red. You need to deal with the fact that you thought your fellow Americans did not deserve the things that we have all worked and sacrificed for. You're not getting the reception you want because you're still lying to us. It's written on your jacket.
So apparently there's some guy on TikTok trying to start like a purple revolution or something. And I find this shit hilarious. And while I can agree that if we stand any chance of defeating this lunacy that's corrupted the government right now, we do need to come together. I find it funny the timing that this is coming about. Government shut down, furloughed workers might not get paid, farmers hurting bad because they done deported all of workers, economy is stalling because tariffs, surprise, surprise, don't fuck work. It's funny that when the consequences of your actions are laid at your feet for you to deal with, all of a sudden it's time to come together. But when people like me have been screaming from the rooftops for years now to anyone that would listen, saying if we elect this man again, we are all cooked. Y'all don't want to listen. When it was a choice between certified scumbag lunatic Donald Trump, who is also 78 years old and also had 34 felonies on his record, and an accomplished politician like Kamala Harris, who actually had a plan in 2024, y'all voted for the felon. For most of y'all, that was your third time voting for the felon, right? I, for the record, have never, ever voted for Donald Trump. And I can sleep well at night because of that fact. Anyway, moving on. Now, when shit is hitting the fan, right? And you're being affected by the consequences of your actions, now you want to come together. Are you going to apologize for getting us here? No. Are you going to take accountability and reflect on the things that led you to make that decision? No. You just want help getting out of a hole you dug yourself and then crawled in willingly. And you want to skip over everything you could possibly do to make amends for what landed us here as a country. Y'all joke is funny, man. I swear to God Almighty. Listen, that purple revolution shit might work on other white people. It ain't gonna work on us. I'm gonna tell you that right now. because we don't trust you. We don't trust anything y'all have to say. Because yeah, it's bad now, and yeah, you're willing to do what it takes to get out this situation now. But the moment it gets better, it's going to be back to the status quo. Like we all got to remember, MAGA didn't just spawn out of nowhere. It didn't just appear one day. MAGA is an evolution of conservatism. There is a direct line from being a Republican to MAGA. There always has been. So yeah, maybe y'all are trying to kill off this brand of conservatism, this brand of being a Republican. But truth be told, being a Republican or a conservative in the big 2025, you're racist. I'm sorry. Because what are you trying to conserve? We know that the moment shit cools down and things get better, y'all will go right back to hating on immigrants, Nick, alphabet gang like you always have, and making us the scapegoat to all your problems. Like y'all have historically for decades, generations, voted against your own interests instead of voting for things that benefit everybody, simply because you don't want people you don't like, people that look like me, to benefit. That didn't just happen in 2024 or 2016. That been happening. So we're expected to believe now that, you're ready to have a purple revolution, shit's gonna go away. Nah, man, we ain't finna set ourselves up like that. And I know you might be sitting there thinking, well, they gonna come from the black. Oh, we know. We not stupid. Unlike most of y'all, this ain't our first rodeo. We know exactly what's coming. And we've been preparing since last year. A lot of y'all just not realizing this shit getting bad. We been new. I knew specifically. Ultimately, I'm going to end with this. Rain or shine, black folks going to be just fine at the end of the day. This ain't our first rodeo. We already know how to get down. We see y'all little protests. We rooting for you. We there with you in spirit. But y'all got to handle this by yourself. You don't get to drive us off a cliff and then on the way down try to virtue signal to the rest of us. Who told you to stop the fucking car? That we all should come together to be out here with that.
Hey, how's everyone doing? Doing good? All right, cool. I don't know if I've been living under a fucking rock or anything, but there's something called a purple revolution. It's all on my For You page. I'm excited, actually, about a purple revolution. Because in my mind, the only thing that's purple that has revolution attached to it is Prince coming back, right? And he's going to have a huge concert with Vanity, Vanity 6, Moore's Day and the Time. It's going to be a huge fuck, right? Because I know we're not talking about MAGA, red and blue hooking up to form purple for what? I'm sure with 100% certainty, we told y'all, don't run off on the plug. Y'all ran off on the plug. The whole neighborhood got shot up, right? And now you want to come back and get us to help you because you ran off with the plug. Absolutely not. We told you what would happen if you ran off on the plug and you didn't listen to us. So there is no union. There is no, hey man, let's work. No, absolutely. You know what you need to do. It's the same thing you did January 6th. Just have some boomsticks in your hand. You know what you all need to do to make it right. You created the monster. The monster. Which you need us to be collateral damage for. We had nothing to do with it. We told you, rip up those fucking blueprints. Do not create that. You didn't listen. And now you need our help. Nah. No thank you. However, when the real purple revolution pops up, please let me know. I'll be in the front row. Because I miss Prince. Politically speaking, purple revolution, like old boy said on training day, you got to put your own work in around here. So go on, make us proud. If you're able to storm the Capitol January 6th, this isn't nothing. Matter of fact, it's phase 2. All right? You guys take it easy and, keep us posted. All right? Peace.
Listen, somebody tagged me in this whole purple revolution, and I'm thinking that they want my opinion on it. And if you've been following me for a while, you should already know my opinion on this situation, honey. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm gonna go in and keep it a stack with you. That purple revolution, at the end of the day, you guys voted against your own interests. You voted for things that you thought that weren't going to affect you, and now that they're affecting you, you got a problem. Now that there is chaos and calamity all around you, just like we told you that it was going to be, now you want to backpedal and pussy pop out of your shame. Absolutely not. I'm not gonna let you do that. It's not gonna happen over here. You gonna take that in my Diddy voice. You gonna take all your shame. You gonna take all of the credit for what you are responsible for. Okay? You voted for him not once, not twice, but 3 times, and you expect me to believe that all of a sudden you've had this reckoning of, oh, Donald Trump is bad, his policies are bad, MAGA is bad. Now you've had a rude awakening. Now that there's chaos and calamity really, literally at your doorstep. And now you want to backpedal and pussy pop out of your shame? Hell no, I'm not going to allow you to do that. Take credit, take responsibility for what you caused. Take credit, take responsibility and accountability for what you were a part of. You voted against your own interests because you thought that it was only going to affect others. You thought it wasn't going to affect you. And now that it's affecting you, you want to get on out of it. No, baby, sit in that. Take that in my Diddy voice. You got that. You did that. Don't come over here. I got to go back to farmers. Every time I talk about something like this, I'm going to talk about farmers because at the end of the day, you voted for Front and Dump overwhelmingly. In some states, I believe it's Arkansas, 64% of farmers voted for Front and Dump, and now you're in the exact same situation that you were in before. You had an example of what could possibly happen. Fool me one time, shame on you. Fool me twice, can't put the blame on you. You can't put the blame on nobody because you did this shit to yourself. And now they want to start some purple revolution so that they can feel better about what's going on around them because they are the cause of it? No, I can't get with it. I will not get with it. So in my opinion, they can get lost. You got to take that. I ain't got nothing for you. So that's my opinion. Y'all knew what my opinion was going to be. I was the one who said there are no such thing as white allies or white accomplices. I got drugged for hell in a day because of that. And I stand on business when it comes down to that. And what y'all done found out, that Double D was right. All right, y'all put your thoughts. It's Double D.
Well, guys, a mess is a mess. And these MAGA people, they created this mess by themselves. I remember last year so well, I was watching a lot of clips from the TikTok, from all corners of the social media, all posts on Twitter. People are trying to warn these people that, you know what, you are going to cause a huge mess of which it won't be easy to be fixed. But they never listen to the people, especially they never listen to the Black people. And now, being that they're feeling that the system is going so wrong, the system is so against them, it's not even favoring them, it's like oppressing them, they want people to help them fix the mess they created by themselves. And Americans are sitting this one out, especially the Black Americans said, well, we have been fighting for this system for years, for centuries, for decades, and now you want us to help you fix the system that you messed by yourselves. We are not going to do that, and in fact, we are sitting this one out because honestly, looking at the history, Black Americans have been trying their best. They have been leading in anything. They have been using their voices. They have been dying in the field trying to fight for the people, of which those people are the ones benefiting of it, and the Black Americans are ending up losing their lives. They're ending up living miserable lives because of other people. And when there is something to be done, it's the Black Americans they want to be at the forefront. Like they want them to lead in protest. They want them to use their voices to help them in anything, in any activism going on in America. But when the Black Americans need help, there is no one to come to their rescue. There is no one to come and rescue them. Now, these MAGA people, especially the MAGA men, have been watching them, who came up with this thing called the Purple Revolution, of which they want to combine the Republicans and the Democrats together so that they can help fix the American system they messed by themselves. They want them so bad. They mess up with the system. They knew that perhaps the system is going to favor them, but when they came to realize that the system is so much against them, it's not even benefiting them, it's only benefiting the billionaires, those whom they help to vote in the office. And again, a lot of things has been happening in the United States since the orange man got into the office, of which some of these MAGA people, they really celebrated when Orange Man got into the office, and even when they passed the so-called Big Beautiful Bill, they celebrated so much and even told the Democrats that, you know what, this bill is going to benefit America because they wanted to make America great again. And my question is, when was America great? When was it great that they want to make it great again? Has it ever been great to anyone in the United States? Because from the look of things are just going rogue. People are living miserable lives because of some few people, some few individuals like these MAGA people who are celebrating so hard that their man won and is in the office right now. So now that they are begging the Democrats, they are begging some of the Republicans to join hands together so that they can come up with this purple revolution and help fix the system they mess by themselves. You know, what amazed me the most is that some of them, the palm colored people, said that whatever these people are trying to do won't even work, especially the palm colored people who voted for Kamala. They said and tried to warn black people not to fall for the bait because these people knows exactly whatever they are doing. The midterm election is coming soon, and there is how they're trying to cause some mess, you know. So they're trying to bait other groups of people to fall into their trap so that the midterm election can be so miserable. But there is no one going to fall into their trap. If their very own people are turning against themselves right now, are turning against them right now, do you think the black community are going to easily fall into the trap? And well, not all black people are against this. Some of them were even supporting it, especially the black magas who are really supporting it, that, you know what, this is the best time that people should be coming together, that unity should be created. You know, unity is not bad, but the way you ask for that unity, the conditions in which you ask for that unity matters a lot, especially if you are the one who caused the mess. Yes, right now some of them are trying to say that, you know, we are taking accountability of the mess that we created and we have accepted everything. Like, people want to see the action, not just from the words of your mouth. They want to see the action that you are doing to prove them that you are honestly taking the accountability of whatever you did, because you caused the life of people in the United States. People are literally suffering because of these people. People can't even afford a life, groceries. The way they were promised that, you know, if you elect me to be the president of the United States, I'm going to make sure that you have cheap groceries, like blah blah, a lot of everything. And what about the lives of the immigrants in the United States? Will they treat them as equal people, like American citizens are being treated, or they are going to be treated miserably? Because you've seen how the ICE have been raiding these people. So what is the purpose of this purple revolution? Is it going to benefit all people? Because from the comments I've been reading on the social media, they were so wild, and especially from the palm colored people, because the first thing that the black people said, you know, we are not going to entertain this your nonsense. We are not going to fall into this your bait. We have been seeing this a lot. And to my surprise, in case the black people always want help in the United States, there is no one who is always willing to come out and help them easily. But now, when these people want help, they always ask black people first to come in front, to be in the front line to help them. Like, I don't know if in some of the things they want to do, they always see black people as their shield or as their weapon, that these are the people that are better to be in the front line, then we follow them. Or how do they always see the black people in the United States? Because sometimes I always ask myself, like, let these people make it make sense. Because the way they have been mistreating the black people, the way they have been mistreating the immigrants in the United States, the way they have been mistreating the people of color, and now they literally need their help. And again, the palm colored people who didn't agree with this kind of the purple revolution, I really appreciate you all, because it's the magas who caused this mess. People tried to warn them, and now they're saying that, you know, we didn't know about it, we didn't see this coming, we thought that this man is a good man and is going to help us out, is going to make America the land of all people. Like, such kind of stuff. If someone is trying to warn you about something, you should be looking at the bigger picture, because this person literally knows whatever is coming to happen. And even Kamala herself tried to warn people, because Kamala has been in the office. She knows literally everything that is happening there. And she warned people. People thought that maybe Kamala is joking. Then they said that, well, we are not going to vote for a woman. We are only going to vote for the orange man. And now the same Kamala they didn't vote for, they want Kamala to help them out. The same black people they didn't listen to, they are begging black people to join them. And some of the palm colored people they refuse to listen to, they are begging like each and everyone in the United States to help them join the movement that will help them fix America. So guys, let me know what you think in the comment section about this. Do you agree with this purple revolution, or you are so much against it? Let me know in the comment section. So let's keep the conversation going. We learn and also relearn from each other. And this video is for educational purposes only. I'm your presenter, Judy. Until next time, peace and love.